Well, I think Donald Trump and I are just determined to continue to carry his message to make America great again, all across the state of Idaho and all across this country. And I truly do believe that the common sense conservative agenda that Donald Trump has articulated is resonating here in Idaho. I heard that from folks today on this all too brief visit. And that's the message we're going to continue to advance. It's a message of rebuilding our military, standing tall again on the world stage. It's a message of getting this economy moving again, not with the tax increases that Hillary Clinton is advocating, but with lowering tax rates across the board for working families, small businesses, and family farms and ranchers. And it's also about recognizing that not only are there candidates on the ballot this year, but the Supreme Court of the United States is very much on the ballot. And what I heard today here in Idaho and earlier in the day in Utah is that conservatives out west understand that electing Donald Trump will mean that we have constitutional conservatives appointed to fill that vacancy on the Supreme Court and future vacancies. And that along with his overall vision for a stronger and more prosperous America, I believe is resonating in this great state and will continue to resonate across America.
Irrigation, or immigration is a hot topic right now.
Right.
Can you say definitively, because there's still some confusion out there, is the Trump plan to deport all the immigrants that are here, the 11 million or so that are here illegally, or just those that commit crimes? What's the plan?
I think people that tuned in last night to Donald Trump's speech heard a man who has now laid out a roadmap for ending illegal immigration in this country once and for all. I just talked today to a Mexican American here in Idaho whose family immigrated legally here, and he thanked me for the strong and clear message that Donald Trump articulated last night. It's a message that says, look, a nation without borders is not a nation. Donald Trump and I are committed to building a wall, securing our border, adding new border agents to be able to maintain the integrity of our border and both on land and below land and above and in the air. And it's not just about stopping illegal immigration, it's about stopping the flow of illicit drugs and even human trafficking into our country. Beyond that, Donald Trump made it very clear that we're going to have an energetic effort to find those people who came into this country illegally but are also involved in illegal activities and breaking the laws of this nation, and many times threatening our families and our communities with violence and with property crime. We're going to find the people in this country who came here illegally and now have moved on to criminal enterprise, and we're going to move them out of the country quickly. Also, you heard the whole range of implementing the E-Verify system that Congress has talked about for so many years to make sure that our businesses are living under the law of the land. And he also called for a fundamental reform of our immigration system, establishing a commission and calling on Congress to look at this archaic system that people left, right, and center know is broken, and fixing that system. And so once we've done all of those things, he said we can then consider those that might still remain in this country. But the focus today should be on border integrity, internal enforcement, and reforming an immigration system so that it really works for the American people. I thought the most inspiring thing last night was, as much as many in the media want to focus on however many million there are who came into our country illegally and are here, Donald Trump last night focused, I think, where the American people want him to focus, and that is on the citizens of this country. Donald Trump focused on the citizens of this country and people who are in this country legally, and putting those more than 300 million people first and foremost as we enforce our borders, enforce our laws, and reform our immigration system will continue to be the lodestar not only of this candidacy, but it'll be the priority of the Trump administration.
That fly really likes you. One question specifically about sanctuary cities. Will President Trump withhold monies or otherwise punish cities that basically are saying we're not going to abide by federal immigration law?
Donald Trump made it clear last night that we're going to end illegal immigration and we're going to end sanctuary cities in the United States of America. Working with the Congress, we'll implement policies to make that a reality. But at the end of the day, what people could see in Donald Trump is a doer, not a talker. I mean, literally for more than a generation, we've talked about the crisis of illegal immigration in this country. And it's a crisis that has cost Americans jobs. It's lowered wages in this country, and too often it's brought outright tragedy and violence to families in this country. Donald Trump made it clear last night, with his usual broad-shouldered strength that he's going to confront this issue. We're going to solve this issue once and for all. And Donald Trump, as president, will bring an end to illegal immigration.
And real quick, if I understand you correctly, you see this wall on the southern border as much a national security issue as an immigration issue.
Well, we do. Illegal immigration, people coming into this country and affecting our economy is just part of the challenge that we face. But the extraordinary flow of illegal drugs, the heartbreak of human trafficking across our borders, and the possibility that people are coming into this country through our southern border to do harm to the people of this country, all argue for us to do exactly what Donald Trump has said, and that is build a wall, add thousands of new border security agents, and ensure that we have a strong and secure border of the United States for the security of the American people.
So first priority then is not to take everybody who's here illegally and send them packing. It's to get the ones that are causing trouble first, the criminals.
Yeah, Donald Trump made it very clear last night. The priority is secure the border, enforce the laws of this country, find the people in this country who are violating our laws, harming our families, engaged in crime themselves, who came to this country illegally, identifying people who have overstayed their visas and holding them to account. But after we do all of that, Donald Trump made it very clear, and after we reform our immigration system, then we'll have the time and the room to consider those that remain.